Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's AI Talks. With us today we have Vladimer Botsvadze, and he's a highly respected and knowledgeable global marketing expert with over 15 years experience in the field. He's ranked as the number one global marketing thought leader by Thinkers 360 and are advising numbers Fortune 500 companies and top brands worldwide. He is also well known for his expertise in driving change and growth in the fast-paced world that we are living in today. Welcome, Vladimir.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be on your podcast, and thanks for inviting me. I'm sure that I'm going to share my best expertise and experience that I have earned throughout my career from the United States to UK and the rest of the world to share with you guys to help your success.
Yes, we are super happy to have you here. Um, please, could you tell me a little, like, when it comes to marketing and building awareness and so, where did all this start for you? Like, how did you get
I have always been,
fascinated?
I always loved technology, and I remember in 2004, when I was using like MySpace and like also ICQ first, then MySpace. And I fell in love with technology because of this ICQ, because it was the first platform that I was using to connect with the world. And I was feeling in my bones that this technology, internet marketing is going to grow bigger and bigger. So then MySpace emerged, and everyone was on MySpace in 2006-7 when it was a heyday of MySpace, and I connected with the world, and of course I made so many friends. And then I have done my bachelor's in computer engineering, and since like 9, 10, 11, I have started building my personal brand. I have spent like 16 hours a day on growing my community on Twitter. And Twitter is like a cocktail party for the business world, and 85% of global leaders use Twitter actively. So I connected with the world. I have built relations with many decision makers, key opinion leaders, thought leaders, entrepreneurs. Also, I started sharing like 100 pieces of content every single day on Twitter, every single day, and I work 16 hours a day. And I have for example, from 2014 to 2020. I have earned and obtained more than 57,000 followers on this channel, and literally building my Twitter put me at the forefront of marketing and innovation as how social media plays a key role in building businesses worldwide. So I have started speaking at global events. I have started judging awards. I have been invited as a judge to Digital Revolution Awards, Gartner Marketing and Communication Awards, Stevie Awards, American Business Awards, Prolific North Marketing Awards in Manchester, and so many Lisbon Advertising Festival, and so many award ceremonies. And I also joined so many speakers bureaus throughout the world, and my each talk is estimated in the ballpark of 30 and $50,000. And I work with global agencies from Los Angeles to Sydney. And I'm also a guest speaker to business schools. I mentor entrepreneurs at UCL in London, UCLA in California, and I also work with Seed Stars. I work with Abu Dhabi SME Hub. I work with many like a bird incubator in Croatia, and I won so many awards. I have been ranked number one global marketing thought leader in the last 4 years. Since 2019, I have been ranked number one in the world because of my consistency, and my consistency has been remarkable because I always improve my results. I don't sit on my laurels. I don't rest on my laurels. I always improve myself. I push to the limit every single day. And this is what sets me apart, that I'm not satisfied with my achievements. And I believe that the best yet to come. So And when I look at the global ecosystem in marketing and innovation nowadays, and we have to admit that global education is a sinking ship, and whatever they teach at business school is outdated and water under the bridge, and most of people are wasting their $200,000 in useless MBAs, and a degree gives you nothing in the global marketplace. Nothing, nothing. I know that many professors don't agree with me because I'm
Mhm.
interested in like Adidas or Nike's 9085 billboard marketing strategy. We are in 2023 in this digital economy. 60% of economy is digital, 60%, and emerging technology trends, AI, ML, like IoT impacted marketing dramatically, and there will be like a 50 billion devices connected to the internet by 2025, and AI has started replacing everyone. So many people, I mean, factories everywhere. So AI has impacted dramatically marketing, So nowadays AI can write a blog post, AI can build a website, AI does personalization in marketing, AI is a driving force behind chatbots in customer experience. So I believe that 75 percent of organizations could be out of business if they fail to scale AI. 75%, you know?
Yeah, definitely. We often say that, yeah, first of all, it's a fundamental shift in both how we
Yeah,
build
so
and operate software. And then we have a quote also that goes that there will be two types of companies in the near future, those that adapted AI and those that doesn't exist anymore.
exactly.
But just
And
to
I wanted to add some statistics that 126 billion predicted the value of AI industry by 2025, and 15 trillion dollars, 15.7 trillions predicted contribution to the global economy by AI by 2023. I mean,
yes, yes,
really, $15
in,
trillion, $15 trillion will be AI's impact to global economy by 20 in 7 years. In 7 years, it's nobody cries for like a MySpace. Nobody cries for like a Blockbuster and Kodak and the rest of the brands that are that are water under the bridge. I mean, the market
Mhm.
decides. The market decides. The market is the decision maker. Market decides what is good and bad. If managers
Yeah.
and executives uh, of big brands don't want to download social media applications to understand where their consumers' attention is nowadays, how they can connect with their audiences online, they will be out of business because Airbnb disrupted big hospitality brands, Uber disrupted taxi services, and AI will eat up everything ahead. AI will annihilate every industry if they don't keep up with the latest trends in technology.
Yeah, no, I can fully agree. So I would love to ask you a little. So in the Lab community, we have a lot of people building a lot of interesting stuff. We work very close with leading AI labs, and our community often get a pre-market to technology, so they can in many cases have a little of a first mover advantage. But what is your advice to say a super young startup that want to, get that first
Yeah,
little traction? It's
yeah, of
really
course.
hard. So.
We can talk about AIs and all the statistics and to what extent personalization is impacted by AI, but it is not interesting for many people because we need to talk about practicality. And practicality is that
Mhm.
this device is what holds attention of our society. If brands don't understand what is going on in this device, they are out of business. And we need to win attention across 8 10 social media channels that dominate this device. What does it mean? That we need to create content. We need to position ourselves as media company, and we need to forget that we are salespeople. Because salespeople are oriented on short-term goals, and we need to become marketers, brand builders. Because your two videos on YouTube can change your entire entrepreneurial journey. Your two videos,
Mm-hmm.
your two videos on YouTube can raise your capital, can attract your investors, can drive your success, because we need to create
Mm-hmm.
content. If we don't create content, nobody knows us, nobody. And Forbes follows me, London Business School follows me, and Audi follows me because of my practicality. And why? Because I care of my audience. Amazon cared about customers. That's why they built the biggest retail company in the world, because of customer centricity. And if we want, we are the face of our startups. We are the face. I mean, as human
Mm-hmm.
beings and consumers don't trust the logos and companies, because they trust human beings first. They trust
Mm-hmm.
human beings first, and human beings choose Airbnb because they trust Brian Chesky on Twitter. You know, and Brian Chesky
Mm-hmm.
was a driving force behind Airbnb's growth, because he connects with Airbnb's users on Twitter, asks questions, improves his product, and that's why Airbnb has become dominant. It is just a great example how we should stand out in a global digital marketplace. Noisy, because winning attention is not easy, and creating content that is our followers' best interest is a backbone of growth nowadays. That I have the honor that you listen to me because of my audience centricity, and I care of my audience, and I don't sell anything on social media, and I'm not asking anyone to sell my to book me, or just like to visit my website or something like that. I shared. I sent more than 100,000 tweets. I posted more than 60,000 times on LinkedIn, or on Instagram, or myriad of times on LinkedIn, and everywhere. On a WordPress, on a Blogger, Tumblr. I left no stone unturned, and on a shoestring budget, with $0 budget and motivation, I have built my personal brand, and the world has discovered me. Where the world has,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very open-minded, and open-mindedness is my biggest strength. So we need to put out content. We need to have podcasts. We need to blog everywhere. We need to get featured, for example, in Authority Magazine in Washington, D.C., and to spread the word what we are doing. We need to get featured in Idea Mensch online platform to share our entrepreneurial journey with this online magazine. There is more than one way to skin a cat. We need to discover new ways just to stand out.
Mm-hmm. So you would say um, consistency and posting a lot everywhere
Consistency is very
is.
important. Consistency is very important. We need to grateful, for every like, every comment that people leave on our posts. We need to show gratitude. We need to provide value. And gratitude, when I remember that in 2014, I had just 300 followers on Twitter, but I was grateful that those 300 people were following me, and they were liking me, they were retweeting me, and they were leaving comments on my posts. Comments on my posts.
Mm-hmm.
And I know consumer behavior quite well, because I know what consumers will be doing, for example, in the next 2 3 years. Next 2 3 years, because when you are close to global audience on social media, you know everything. You can speak on consumer behavior trends. You know their behavior, you know their psychology, what is a main thing that makes people to buy the specific product. What people are looking for on social media. I know the ins and outs of consumer behavior because of my social media hard work. And I don't need to, for example, to watch people on YouTube. I don't need to read books. I don't need to do anything, because social media is the main reason why I have become dominant in global marketing. As for example, Amazon became Amazon because Amazon was the biggest advertiser on Google AdWords from 2000 2007, and Amazon is a listening business. Uh, uh, Everyone is using nowadays social media like email marketing. Everyone is talking. It is like
Mm-hmm.
it is like a listening platform. You have to listen to your consumers. You have to listen your audiences. You have to break the ice and start building relation and forming relation with your audience. And so when you show gratitude, and when you because I believe that social media is not like a cul-de-sac. It is like a two-way street for me, because it should be mutual all the time. I want to communicate, and communication dictates everything we do. If we have great product, and if we don't tweet, if we don't post, if we don't create blog posts, if we don't vlog on YouTube, literally, this product does not make any sense, because people don't notice that you have a great product. But if you communicate, if you have blog, if you create blog posts on Medium, everywhere, it used to cost a fortune to reach global audiences 30 years ago. Now everything is available at your fingertips, at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
So eyeballs and ears you are trying to reach are in a very different place than they were 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. It's a very shifting and dynamic market. Would you say that any specific channel have more value than another one today? Because often, you get like, Facebook changed something in their algorithm, and now suddenly you have like extended value doing the reels there, or TikTok changed something.
we need to put I believe that there are so many marketing advisors. They tell you that just be on 3 channels. I mean, 3 channels. Three channels
Mm-hmm.
3 channels are a drop in the ocean. Drop in the ocean. We need to be everywhere, I believe, because I have built my presence across 15 social media channels, and now my results speak for themselves, because I was curious, I was pushing, I wanted to grow more. I was not satisfied with my performance. So you have to be everywhere, because it costs nothing to download Twitter. It costs nothing to tweet. It costs nothing to create blog posts on LinkedIn. It costs nothing just to create a blog post on Medium, Blogger, WordPress, on TikTok. I would have one social media post that goes viral on TikTok, then have a then having a good morning American mention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because theory is a water under the bridge. A person spends more than 7 hours a day surfing the internet, and almost 3 hours using social media. There are 8 billion people in the world, and 5.3 billion mobile users, 5 billion internet users, and 4.8 billion social media users. We can reach billions of people. I mean, billions of people through our content creation. If we are good enough, I believe that we need to be good enough to reach global audiences. We need to provide enlightening and informative content to our audiences. We need to keep in mind that we are Forbes, we are both business insider and economist of our industry, and provide informative content to our audience. And we need to become the greatest publisher of information. Whatever you do, you have to enlighten your audiences.
Mm-hmm. So for people then, so it could be hard, say, for a young startup. It's because it comes down also to spending time, so to say. Can somebody publish similar content over all their channels, or should it be highly adapted for each of them?
I believe that we need to spend our time on advertising, and also partnering with influencers, also content creation.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for example, my clients get a positive ROI from their social media efforts when they partner with influencers on Instagram, on TikTok, because they drive their ROI. Literally, people trust people, not businesses. We are in age to
Mm-hmm.
age. Human beings want to do business with human beings. Age to age, not B2B or B2C. I believe that it is age to age, human to human. You know.
Yeah, and I guess that even such a thing as a YouTube thumbnail, if you put
I mean,
actually a human face there.
yeah. So I uploaded my 48 videos on YouTube on my channel. I got more than 2,000 views, but the ROI is remarkable. ROI is remarkable. I now work with more than 25 speakers bureaus throughout the world, and my each talk is estimated in the ballpark of $30,000 and $50,000. And online event, the fee range is $10,000 and $20,000. Because of why? Because I shared my insights. I just hit record on this device. I recorded my thoughts on this device. I uploaded to YouTube. Now the world works with me, because of practicality.
Mm-hmm.
Practicality that you use this device effectively to show the world what you are made of, and to show the world your entrepreneurial journey. So the seeing is believing, and the world sees what you are doing. They believe in you, and they work with you. So whatever startup you build, you need to push video marketing in your strategy, just to share the world your daily journey. You need to enlighten and informate and educate your audiences, because if you are focused on sales, then you are focused on short-term success. But if we
Mm-hmm.
need to become long-term thinkers. Whatever we do, you are a CEO, they are managers, or they are assistants. Everyone needs to start pushing creating content.
Mm-hmm. How important would you say to be data driven is in this
Sorry, can you
working with
repeat that?
how important would you say it is to be data driven in your approach? So A/B
I mean, it's a very,
testing, etc.
it's very important to be data driven. For example, I make smart decisions because of Google Analytics, and Google Analytics uses AI to help me to make smarter decisions to build my business. Because I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Salesforce uses AI. AI is everywhere these days. AI, because success is impossible without AI in 2023. So I mean, of course, you need to depend on data to make better decisions to win in the long term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So we have a few minutes left here. Is there any thing last words you would want to share with our
I mean,
audience?
it is a golden age of social media nowadays. Golden age. If people don't create content, they will regret 30, 15 years later not creating more content. They will create,
Mm-hmm.
because everyone needs to communicate and storytell. Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Jobs said that the most powerful person in the world is a storyteller. Storytellers are at the forefront of growth and innovation because they tell their stories, and whoever tells the best stories wins.
Yes, I fully agree on that. So, Vladimir, I want to thank you so much for this talk today. It was short but sweet. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and your journey with
I mean,
us. Um,
we can be talking about marketing and social media, or like so long, but people need to take action. The best takeaway from my speech today is that everyone needs to take action instead of watching Netflix.
True, that is very true. All right, thank you so much and have a
Thank
great
you very
day.
much. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Bye bye.